Okay, friends, here we go. Time for chapter 11, Baby Feet Again. Jimmy reminded me about the opening of his father's one-man show. Last summer, Tootsie walked barefoot across one of Frank Fargo's wet canvases, leaving a path of little footprints in the blue paint. We thought Mr. Fargo would go crazy when he saw what happened. Instead, he got an idea. He had Tootsie walk barefoot over 24 wet canvases, and now those paintings were going to be on display in an art gallery in Soho. I like shows, Fudge said as we were getting ready to go downtown. I know, Dad said, zipping Fudge's jacket. Will they have singing or puppets? No, Dad said, just paintings. A show with just paintings? Fudge was surprised. Did you hear that, Pete? A show with just paintings. Yeah, I heard. Mom came into the living room then, carrying Tootsie, who was dressed in some black velvet outfit that made her look like a baby movie star. Where's the babysitter? Fudge asked. We don't need a babysitter tonight, Mom told him, setting Tootsie down on the sofa. You're leaving Tootsie home by herself? Fudge was even more surprised. Mom laughed. No, we're taking Tootsie to the show. She was trying to get fancy shoes on Tootsie's feet, but Tootsie squirmed and kicked, making it impossible. Mom finally gave up and stuffed the shoes into the diaper bag. You're taking Tootsie? Fudge couldn't believe it. Of course we're taking Tootsie, Dad said. And just look at our girl. She's mighty pretty tonight, isn't she? She's too young for a show, Fudge argued. She won't understand it. Without Tootsie, there wouldn't be a show, Dad reminded him. Tootsie held her arms out to me. Uppy, Pea! She waited for me to pick her up. When I did, she pulled my hair. Hey, I said, which only made her laugh and pull harder. Fudge hung on to me, tugging at my jacket. I don't want Tootsie to come with us. I want it to just be you and me, Pete. I know how you feel, I told Fudge, remembering all those times I didn't want him to come along. But you'll get over it. A banner announcing Frank Fargo's show hung outside the art gallery in Soho. It said Baby Feet in big, bold letters, and under that, Frank Fargo. Inside, huge, colorful paintings hung on the walls. When the canvases were spread out on the ground last summer, I didn't realize how big they would look hanging on a wall. You had to study them carefully to see the background of baby feet, but there they were in every painting. The paintings had names like Baby Feet Blueberry and Baby Feet Strawberry. There was one called Baby Feet Storm and another called Baby Feet Earth. Fudge looked around. Where's the stage? He asked. Where are the seats? Dad explained. It's not that kind of show. It's more like going to an art museum for a special event. Where's the event? Fudge asked. This is the event, Dad told him. No fair, Fudge cried. Dad, I said, hoping to escape before things took a turn for the worse. I'm going to find Jimmy Fargo. Take me, Fudge cried. Please, Pete, take me with you. I hesitated for a second, then gave in and grabbed Fudge by the hand. But it was crowded in the gallery, and I didn't see Jimmy anywhere. I could walk across paintings too, Fudge told me. I could do it better than Tootsie. Tootsie doesn't go to school. She's not even toilet trained. But she can make animal sounds, I said, trying to keep it light. Who cares about her dumb quack quacks and her stupid meows? People began to form a circle around Mr. Fargo, who had put Tootsie on his shoulders. Here she is, Mr. Fargo announced. The star of my show, the one, the only Tootsie Pie. Tootsie laughed and grabbed hold of Mr. Fargo's hair. She's probably his biggest fan, and I'm not talking about his paintings. What does Tootsie know about art? For some reason none of us understand, Tootsie likes Mr. Fargo. And Tootsie's the only person I know who can get Mr. Fargo to smile, which he did now as flashbulbs went off. She's my inspiration, Mr. Fargo told the crowd. The crowd applauded. Is Tootsie famous? Fudge asked. Yeah, just for tonight, I answered, and she probably won't even remember. I was famous once, right, Pete? Yeah, you were famous for about a week when you rode the tattle bike for Dad's TV commercial. I remember. He looked up at me. How about you, Pete? Were you ever famous? Not yet. Don't feel bad. You're famous to me. He gave me a big smile and squeezed my hand. Thanks, Fudge. When Dad caught up with us, I said, it would be really cool to have a painting by Frank Fargo, especially one with Tootsie's footprints. Fudge broke away from us and reached out to touch Baby Feet Strawberry. How about this one? Dad grabbed him from behind and pulled him back. No touching, he said. Why not? Fudge asked. Because your hands might not be clean. They're clean. Look, he said, holding them up for Dad to see. Even so, Dad said, you aren't allowed to touch paintings on display. Why not? Fudge asked. It's just the rule, Dad said. Well, that's a stupid rule, Fudge said. We don't say the stupid word, Dad reminded him. Yeah, we do, Fudge said. We just don't say it about people. If we say it about people, we say turkey brain. Ask Pete, he knows. Now Fudge pointed to Baby Feet Storm. How about this one? This one would look good in my room. We can't afford these paintings, Dad said. Look at the prices. He pointed to the numbers on the title cards. Those are prices, I asked. There weren't any dollar signs, just a number, followed by 3 zeros, making every painting $6,000 or $7,000 or $8,000. More zeros means more money, right, Pete? I'll say. So that's good, right? Depends on if you're the seller or the buyer, I told him. Which are we? Neither, Dad said. We're friends. No zeros for friends, Fudge sang. Dad asked me to keep an eye on Fudge while he went to greet someone he knew. I can't believe this, I said, more to myself than Fudge. What can't you believe, Pete? That somebody's going to pay $7,000 for this painting. So, Pete, he began, and he got his greedy look in his eyes. I knew it was coming before he even said it, but he said it anyway. We could get Titsy to do the same thing at home, and then I interrupted. Yeah, except nobody would pay us thousands of dollars for a painting. How come? Because we're not artists like Mr. Fargo. But, Pete, that doesn't make any sense. What can I say, Fudge? That's the way it is. He swung my arm up and down. We think the same way, don't we? Before I could answer, before I could say, no, we don't think the same way, and we never will, someone came up from behind me and stuck a finger in my ribs. I spun around. Gotcha, Jimmy laughed. Where have you been? I asked. I've been looking everywhere for you. Yeah, it's crowded in here. That's a good sign. So, what do you think? He stepped away from the paintings and studied them from a distance. He squinted, then made his fists into binoculars and peered through them. I did the same, and when I did, all those swirling colors looked like they were moving. Cool, huh? Jimmy said. Yeah, amazing. You're not thinking you could do the same thing, I hope. No, why would I be thinking that? I don't know, you just have that look on your face. What look? Never mind. A woman in a black dress and dangling earrings shaped like skyscrapers struck a red dot on the baby feet storm card. She looked familiar, tall and scrawny, with a lot of curly hair and a really long neck. Yes, Jimmy pulled a victory fist. There goes another one. Another what? I said. Another painting. When the red dot goes up, it means a painting is sold. Wow, I said. $7,000. What's it like to know that your dad is rich and famous? Rich? Fudge said.